Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming tonight. We'll get this thing started. First of all, a couple things. I want to thank all of you for coming tonight and viewing our culminating event from our day as a student school board. Personally, this is one of the funnest days for us, getting to see all these great kids and these future leaders for us. The way this is going to work is they have a script of a meeting that they're going to run tonight. Now we have Joe Janae in the back here who is also going to be taping this, and when he's all done, he will edit it and then he'll push it out, in which you could see it on our YouTube page. So that will be available once he edits it. So stay tuned. We'll let you know when that happens. It takes a couple weeks to take care of that. So don't want to take any more time because we want to be on time. So I'll turn this over to Brooke.
This meeting is called to order. Superintendent Green, would you please lead us off with the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This is one of the times in the board meeting when community members are allowed to address the board. There will also be a public hearing at the end of the meeting. Does anyone in the audience wish to be heard at this time?
Madam President, I am a parent of a Roseville student. I saw something in the newsletter about a strategic plan. Can you tell me what that entails?
Why, that is a very good question. Our superintendent, Cindy Green, will be happy to outline and preside over that issue.
Thank you very much for bringing up this subject. Strategic planning is a method for the district to get information from the community, students, parents, and staff to develop goals for the next 3 to 5 years. We had a strategic planning retreat in October and had Dr. Rod Green from the Michigan Association of School Boards organization help facilitate the process. At the end of the day, the district had 5 goals and objectives for each of them. District mission, vision, and belief statements were also created. Following this event, the administrators of the district began working on ways to meet these goals. To help manage this large task, subcommittees were formed and have been developing activities to meet the objectives. I'll ask our Assistant Superintendent of Personnel, Alina Granville, to share some of these developments.
Part of the strategic plan is aligned with human resources and personnel. It is our goal to recruit and secure a skilled and diverse staff and to provide that staff with opportunities to develop the leadership capacity of that staff. Presently, we are using a survey to gain perspectives for our current staff and how we can be more attractive to new hires. Pay and benefits matter. There is no doubt about that. However, there are intangibles such as a sense of community and opportunities for growth that also matters. We need to identify all the tangibles and intangible issues that will help us to recruit and retain staff. Once we have hired staff members, we want them to be involved in the district. It is our belief that all employees function as leaders on multiple levels. Teachers lead classrooms, bus drivers lead buses, cooks lead kitchens, and so on. In some way, all of us are leaders and need to continually hone those skills. We believe that providing many opportunities to become involved and to lead will increase connection and satisfaction. Diversity is a strong strength in our district. We believe that our staff can be best positioned to serve our community if we mirror our community. That means we will continue to recruit the highest quality staff that is diverse in race, age, and gender. The demand for teachers has opened for a variety of pathways to certifications, and we are taking advantage of all of them.
Thank you, Ms. Granville, and thank you, Ms. Green. Trustee Little, I see you have a question?
Yes, Madam President. What role does the marketing play in the development of the district's strategic plan?
I'd like to allow our communications and marketing facilitator, Danae Fordham, to help address your question.
The Strategic Plan Communication Committee is made up of a cross-section of administrators, teachers, and parents. The goal of our committee is to focus on a long-term plan to strengthen both internal and external communication with our students, parents, staff, and community stakeholders. Additionally, we will be looking for ways to increase engagement with families, create more community partnerships, promote a positive perception of our schools, all while focusing on retaining Roseville students. We have so much to brag about here in Roseville: caring, dedicated staff, incredible programs, the latest technology, and so much more. We need to make sure that we're using the best possible avenues to get the word out about the great educational experience we provide for all of our students.
Thank you for that, Ms. Fordham. Trustee Smith, I see you have a question.
Thank you, Madam President. Yes, I do. We know that as a part of the technology bond, all students were given devices. Are there any remaining items to be implemented from the technology bond?
Director of Technology Jacqueline Brunn, I'd like to answer that question.
Yes, the Roseville Board of Education approved the following technology items from the remaining bond funds. Roseville High School's new video board and the control system are installed at the athletic field complex. The control system is in the press box and is installed and tested. We are waiting for the ground to thaw so we can do an electrical upgrade. Once that electrical upgrade is done, we will test the connectivity to the board and then be able to see the information displayed. This board replaced the existing scoreboard located at the athletic complex football field. In addition to the video board, we are adding Prometheum interactive boards and classroom audio systems to each of our 5 GSRP classrooms. Currently, the boards are installed and usable except for Fountain Elementary, where we are waiting for electrical work. We are working with our contractor to have the classroom sound system installed. Also approved is a portable wireless microphone system that will provide the ability to have additional microphones for large events like Bandorama and the All-City Choir, and we are in the process of purchasing a cafeteria sound system for Patton Elementary.
Thank you, Ms. Brunn. Trustee Barnes, you had a question?
Madam President, what is the status of the construction of the new video production lab at the high school?
Director of Building and Grounds, Diamond Iverson, can provide you with some information and construction with that question.
The new video production lab and extension clinic are currently out for bid. We have been working closely with partners and architects in Barton Monroe on this project. However, due to the supply chains, long lead times, and staffing shortages, we expect delays and do not believe these projects will be completed this summer. Because the video production lab needs all the work done with no students in session. Because the video production lab needs all the work done with no students in session, we believe we may need to rebid for 2023 summer, which will ensure we have constructors to do the work. The extension clinic will be delayed also, but we can start as soon as we find a contractor to do the work and supplies come in for the project. There is a current 30-week lead time, some of the mechanical equipment needed for the clinic. The clinic is going in the old culinary arts area at Roseville Middle School, which is not currently being used right now.
Thank you, Ms. Iverson. Treasurer, do you have a question?
Yes, Madam President. The past 2 years have been incredibly challenging for schools, especially with our end-of-the-year celebrations. Can you tell us about the challenges still facing our district with regards to COVID?
I'd like to direct that question to our Superintendent, Sydney Green.
The last couple of years have been difficult to organize any events, including high school graduation. Continuation of the spread of different variants of COVID-19 has been the most difficult. This year, we're fortunate to have a venue already reserved and ready to go. It would be nice for the graduating class to be together. We may have to limit seating as a mitigation strategy, but we'll live stream the event for people to watch at home or anywhere across the country. On top of that, the district had to respond to federal mandates earlier this year. District Attorney Daquan Williams can explain the vaccine mandate. Daquan, can you talk about this?
I'll be glad to. ETS, or Emergency Temporary Standard on Mandatory Vaccinations, was a law that required a board policy to be created in December. Shortly after this mandate was issued, it was immediately challenged in the 5th district, which is not in Michigan jurisdiction. Because Michigan is the 6th district court, the decision for the other court to put on stay on the mandate did not affect us, and we would still need to proceed with the policy. The district chose the option to have vaccinations optional, and if not unvaccination, to wear a mask. The district put a policy in place only if it was mandated by law. It was eventually struck down by the United States Supreme Court because it only applied to businesses over 100 and it was considered overreach.
Thank you for that statement, Mr. Williams.
Madam President, can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Okay. I know that there were a group of Roseville teachers who worked this past summer on the curriculum alignment. Can you tell us what that means and how the work was done?
Absolutely. Our Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction, Megan Gannon, can answer those questions.
Every school district in the state is required to post the district curriculum on the school website. All districts have curriculum based on the Michigan standards, and this allows students to receive a similar quality of educational materials no matter what district they attend. During the summer of 2021, approximately 25 Roseville teachers worked to revamp and complete our core area standards-based curriculum for grades K through 12. The work was completed over a 3-week period, and training was provided to all of our teachers to help them understand how the standards were chosen and to introduce them to the documents.
Thank you, Ms. Gannon. Vice President Henry, you had a question?
Yes, I did. Can you explain to me what is meant when you say core area?
Again, I will defer to Assistant Superintendent of Instruction, Megan Gannon.
Core area classes refer to the 4 major categories of learning: math, reading, science, and social studies. Additional key areas that include parts of one or more of the cores include the arts, such as band, choir, and drama, CTE, which is career technical education, business, and physical education.
Now, Ms. Gannon, while this sounds like a great undertaking, is the work completed yet?
No, we will continue to build upon last year's work by finishing elective class curriculum and working on scope and sequence testing and other aspects of curriculum development this summer. Teachers continually review their teaching to improve and grow with the turnover of students, newly discovered knowledge, and the times as the world around us changes.
Thank you, Ms. Gannon. Trustee Little, you had a question?
Yes, Madam President. Can you give us any updates on our federal and state grants?
Our Coordinator of State and Federal Programs, Latavia Hamilton, can answer that question for you.
Thank you, Madam President. The Great Start Readiness Program, GSRP, is a state-funded preschool for 4-year-old children. The research on GSRP enrolled children provided with high-quality experiments and documents that will be significant positive developmental differences. When compared to children from the same background who did not attend a high-quality preschool program, this is why Roseville is committed to expanding our GSRP program. When additional seats were awarded to our district, we made a decision to expand at Commit Elementary to offer locations across the district. We look forward to continuing that expansion in the future.
Thank you so much, Ms. Hamilton. Trustee Smith, do you have a question?
Yes, Madam President, I do. So we've heard about staffing shortages for many school districts. How is that impacting our school district?
That is an excellent question. Assistant Superintendent of Personnel, Lena Granville, can provide more information for you.
Staffing is a constant challenge. We have to deal with retirements, people who resign, and other districts luring our employees away on a continual basis. Since last July 1st, we had to recruit, interview, and fill well over 110 professional positions. This would include teachers, administrators, aides, and parapros. There are many other issues to be dealt with in our office, but a full staff takes precedence over all other personnel matters. Currently, the Food Service Department has a vacancy at Roseville Middle, Huron Park, and Roseville High. We do not have any substitute cooks. It may become a problem in the future as meal participation increases. I think transportation should share their situation as well.
Transportation has been fortunate to be fully staffed. However, that also includes our mechanics occasionally having to drive. For this reason, we will always be looking to hire bus drivers. Hiring bus drivers has been my main goal since I began the job in June 2021, and I do not see that changing in the near future.
Thank you, Ms. Granville, and thank you, Ms. McLeavy. Treasurer Craft, do you also have any questions?
Yes, Madam President, I do. I would like to shift the discussion to other events happening in Roseville. Can you tell us about the decision to rename Huron Park Elementary?
Yes, of course. We are renaming Huron Park in honor of Ruth Green. Green was an involved member of the Roseville community going back to the 1970s, serving in a variety of roles throughout the city and schools. She was a member of Huron Park PTO, the RHS Booster Club, the Roseville Scholarship Foundation, the Roseville Optimist Club, the Kiwanis Club. She was elected to the Roseville Community Schools Board of Education in 2009, where she proudly served until her passing in 2020. Ruth Green was a pillar in the community and volunteered and supported both the school district and the city, where she would donate money, making food for the police and fire departments, or donating her time to many of the organizations she belonged to. Ruth was such a giving person. Vice President Henry, did you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions, but thank you for the information. I heard that we have an amazing deaf and hard of hearing center program. Can you tell me what that is and why it's unique to Roseville?
Of course, Ms. Renke, our Director of Special Education, can explain more about that.
When a student residing in Macomb County's Individualized Education Program, IEP, places them in the Total Communication Deaf and Hard of Hearing program, they attend the program at Dort Elementary or Roseville Middle School. This program uses speech and sign language for communication. Natalie Grappito, teacher at RMS, was the middle school teacher of the year this year. This year, Ms. Grappito transformed her classroom to look like Hogwarts School of Wizardry. She relates the world of magic to the world of the DHH community. The students are loving it, and so are we.
Thank you so much, Ms. Renke. If there are no other questions or comments from the board members at this time, we'll continue with the next agenda item. It is now time for our second public hearing. Does anyone from the audience have any questions?
Madam President, I am the proud brother of an RHS student. We know about the scholarships awarded to eligible RHS seniors every year at the scholarship dance that is held to raise funds. What was the result of this year's scholarship dance?
Thank you for your concern. I am going to direct that question to our Executive Director of Business and Finance, Ms. Ross.
Yes, this year's scholarship dance was a great success. Thanks to the efforts of the Roseville Scholarship Committee, we were able to raise over $27,000 in revenue. The total cost of the event was about $9,600, which leaves the total cost of the event. The total cost of the event was about $9,600, which leaves the Scholarship Foundation with about $18,000 in profit. Admission tickets, raffle tickets, and company sponsorships are all a part of the revenue raised. This year's raffle tickets were sold online and in person. Costs for the dance include the fee for the hall, the DJ, the license fees. Overall, it was a great night. Everyone is looking forward to next year's event.
I appreciate that, Ms. Ross. It is now time our next agenda item. Nice things happening here. I will turn this over to Mr. Rice.
Thank you. At many of our board meetings, we have a nice things happening where we honor somebody, and it can come from anywhere in the district. Tonight, we have each one of our board members and administrators have an honored guest here. They have an honored teacher. So at this time, I would ask that all of the honored teachers come up and please stand behind your student.
I will be honoring Mrs. Druin. Mrs. Druin is someone who I have grown very close to and very fond of. I became her student during my sophomore year and have been her student ever since. I wonder if she knew during my sophomore year that she would spend 3 hours with me every day throughout my senior year. All I can say is that if she did know that, she must really love me. Mrs. Druin is driven, inspirational, and someone I know I can always rely on. I'm gonna cry. I have never heard her say she can't do something or she can't accomplish a task, even when we all know she probably does not want to do it. She inspires me to step out of my comfort zone throughout different aspects of journalism. Through doing this, Through doing this, she has strengthened my writing skills and introduced me to photography, which is something I have grown to love and aspire to improve in. Mrs. Druin has been a shoulder to cry on and someone to rant to on multiple occasions. When it comes down to a yearbook deadline week, tears are often shed. The stress level is high and we begin to tolerate things a lot less. It is safe to say that I have cried to Mrs. Druin several times, including now. I want to thank Mrs. Druin for not seeing my weaknesses, but for seeing my strengths. I want to thank her for growing my love for writing and for introducing me to my new passion of photography. But overall, I want to thank her for being someone I can lean on and someone I want to someday be for others.
How y'all doing? Y'all okay? Okay. All right. I would be honoring my mother, Miss Teresa. Who would have thought me fixing your coat hanger would lead to this? Thank you for being one of the best ladies in the world. You always had the patience for my stupid questions and actions and always was there to lead me in the right direction. Without you, I don't know where I'd be. You made a major difference in my life. Being there to support me at my football games meant so much to me, and I want you to know that I appreciated that so much. And all the times you went the extra mile for me, I really did notice. When I wanted to give up on one of the things I love, you were there to help give me a sense of hope. I give you a hard time, but hey, that's the way of dealing with Eddie Little. But hey, it shows me that I matter to someone and that someone is you. And I just need you to know that I appreciate you so much. Love you, Eddie.
Unfortunately, Miss Collins wasn't able to attend tonight. Oh, God. But I am honoring her. I am the total opposite from everyone else here today. None of them thought that they would be standing here at this meeting. Me, on the other hand, I knew I was going to be here. To take the opportunity at hand to honor one of the teachers that has stuck with me for 7 out of the 14 years that I have been in school. This teacher has impacted my life in the best way she could. She believed in me when no one else did. She knew I had what it took to do all the things that I have done before I even knew I could do those things. She provided me with a protective barrier to try and block out the haters. She has shaped me into who I am today and who I will be tomorrow. This amazing, thoughtful, caring, sometimes angry, scary, and can be annoying teacher I want to show appreciation to is Miss Christina Collins. She once guided me into a position of Reader's Theater speaking role in 6th grade. That I was so nervous to do because I never had done anything like it before. Ever since I had solos and duets and ups and downs, and I've been in 3 musicals, which I've never thought I'd do before. One of those musicals, I happened to take the lead role of in the middle of the production because the one before had to drop out, and I didn't think I could do it. But then Miss Collins was there to say, "You're doing great. Just fix that one little tiny thing right there, but you got it." She has made me believe in myself in many ways for so long, and with my senior year approaching its end, all I want to say to her is thank you for making me who I am today by pushing me to do better and fight for the things I want. Although we had our fair share of bumps in our road, I am glad to have met her and all that she is. With I will always remember the impact you had on me and will forever have you wherever I go and wherever my life may take me, probably not in person, but in mind and soul. Thank you, Ms. Collins. Can you skip me?
I will go. Okay.
When I first signed up for this mock school board meeting, I was really nervous and contemplating even doing it because I was scared to come up here in front of all of you. That was until I talked with my teacher and he told me the things you regret most in life are the things you don't do. That statement completely changed my mind. My point with that intro was to show you just a little bit of how the teacher that I chose to honor tonight pushes me to do better and always inspires me to do my best. When I was told that I had to write about a teacher who inspired me throughout my school career, I immediately knew who I was going to choose. I even told the students up here not to put him down as a teacher option because I wanted to be the one who wrote about him. I've had many teachers in my 14 years of schooling, but I have never connected with a teacher the way I connect with Mr. Madison in my 2 years of having him as a teacher. He connects with all of his students to make sure that they have a fun time in his class and to make sure the students get something out of his class. There are very few teachers who do that. I remember there was a time this school year when I came into his classroom crying about how another teacher was treating me and other students, and he sat there and listened to everything I had to say until I felt better. He really didn't have to do that, but like I said, he cares about his students and the bonds he has with them. I normally don't let people see that side of me, but because I've gotten to know Mr. Madison, I felt like I could come to him if I ever needed anything. He has seen me grow into the person that I am today. I was put into his class freshman year for advanced English, and I've had him all senior year for news and broadcasting. He's literally witnessed me come into Roseville High School as a scared, confused freshman, and in 2 months he will see me walk out of Roseville High School as a confident senior who is ready to experience the real world. I'm sad to be leaving Roseville High School this year because the school, the teachers, and the students have taught me so much, but what I can confidently say is that I've made great bonds with teachers like Mr. Madison and with everyone up here with me today. Thank you for being my teacher, Mr. Madison, and thank you for teaching me everything I know. I appreciate you for always pushing me to do my best and for seeing potential in me even in my worst days. You'll always be my number one teacher.
Hi everyone, I'm Brooke. I chose to honor my teacher, Miss Jordan. And yeah, let's get the ball rolling. Transitioning from a new school year after year is certainly not the easiest circumstance. But when you're given light, even during the darkest times, it can be a smoother process to overcome. I remember when I first met Miss Jordan, it was as if we instantly connected. Greeting me with the warmest smile even Florida's hottest days couldn't beat, and her ensuring presence that any U.S. president wished they had, made the first few months of my senior year better than I could have ever imagined. At the time where I felt most uncomfortable in a room full of teenagers staring at me in confusion, she made me feel as though I had been one of her students for years. From listening to her lectures in class, learning about do's and don'ts with college, or simply looking at cute pictures of her dogs, she instantly became one of my favorite teachers. Although at the time I didn't know it, but from that very day, I not only gained an English teacher, but I would gain someone who helped me look at life in a different aspect. From life within Roseville High School to even outside and becoming an adult. Tonight, I choose to honor Ms. Jordan because she changed the way I originally saw Roseville. I no longer fear asking for help because I know who to go to. I choose to honor her because she made me feel as though I have a purpose. She sees potential in her students and motivates them to use that potential to grow. Ms. Jordan, thank you for not only being the light in my darkness, but for pushing me to become a better student. I hope that any new student in the future like me can have you as a teacher that encourages them to do their best as you do.
How you doing, everyone? I'm Tyrell Henry. I'll be honoring Coach Snowden. So, Coach Snowden has always been a part of my life, but Coach has become a major role model to me starting my 10th grade year. He has taught me many life lessons. I mean, many. He's been more than a coach to me. He's been a mentor. In school, to make sure my grades were good, or to make sure I was on time, which I always was. But more importantly, he talked about life, about problems away from the classroom, away from the field. He talked about it all. He's always had my back. Coach has helped me as a young man. Snowden is far from perfect, and we all know this, but that's what makes us... Because no one is perfect. All right. Coach Snowden is far from perfect, but I think that's what makes his advice so worthwhile, his experiences. I'm sure Coach Snowden has made my high school life so much more enjoyable. Without him, I don't know what I would do. I will forever be grateful to what I learned from Coach Snowden, from being a coach, a mentor, and most importantly, a friend.
The teacher I chose tonight is one of my first teachers I had when I came to Roseville High School in 9th grade. This teacher has said some amazing things and was always there when I needed somebody to talk to, no matter what it was about. I had him for AP History class in 9th grade. I walked in thinking it was going to be tough. You know, when you come from middle school, you hear all the stories about how teachers give all the work and classes are hard. But with Kulo, it was different. He cared about his students and helped them. He always walked around asking if anybody needed help. Even if you didn't, he'll still check just in case. He was a teacher you could always go to, a teacher who always listened. Even though I haven't had him since 9th grade, we still talked. I would go in there to say hey or even tell him about the sport I was playing at the time. You know, before the COVID thing, I was always in Kulo's every lunch, me and my other friend. I'm pretty sure he was tired of us, but he never once told us to leave. He was always ready to listen. Even though my senior year I didn't see him much, I'll still get a high five and a how you doing when I do. I love that you care about me, and I know if I ever needed anything or anybody to talk to, I'll come to you. I want to say thank you, because being a student isn't easy, and it's always nice to have somebody there when you need them.
My turn. Okay. I've always heard about this teacher, but I had yet to have them during my high school career until this year. Everyone spoke highly of Miss Sarek, but I wasn't able to contribute anything until the first semester of this school year. Miss Sarek, you have been an amazing teacher. Right off the bat, I was able to find comfort in your presence and open up quickly. That's very rare for someone like me. You always knew how to understand us, even if you weren't sure all the time. From the super rowdy days when our class was energetic to the more quiet days when we completed our assignments. You've always treated us like your own. I say us because this behavior was not only towards one person or towards a favorite. You gave us all the same treatment, regardless of if you found us annoying that day or not. You give great advice, even on the days when you had no idea what to say or how to make us feel better. You have always managed to do it anyways. I know teenagers can be a lot, and we can have a lot of instances where we feel like our world is crashing or falling apart, or even if we're just frustrated or annoyed. You allowed us to vent. You listened with both of your ears. You sympathize with us. I appreciate you for allowing us to unload all of that on you. I know sometimes it was a lot. You care for our grades, not only in your class, but in others too. If I needed you to check an essay or a writing assignment from me, you do it in a heartbeat. That's something I will forever appreciate. You could have made your class hard, but you allowed us to complete work late and were flexible with us and understanding. You truly care for your students individually. She cares to know us, she cares to love us, and she cares to support us. I've just met you this year, and I already love you so much. It's felt like you've always been a part of my life. It's natural. You're an amazing teacher and an even better woman. I will forever be grateful for the experiences that you allowed me to have and that we've had together. P.S. We still haven't had our lunch date, and you've helped me so much. You have no idea. Love me.
Okay. How do you describe someone who puts herself last to make sure everyone else is good? How do you describe someone who is always there for you even when sometimes family isn't? How do you describe someone who always helps you with anything you need? This young lady, Miss Hodak, has been there for me a lot in one school year more than my own family and friends. Every time I'm down or having a rough day, she can just tell and always ask if I'm okay. And same thing with her. If she's not okay, I always make sure to give her a hug or to make sure she's having a better one by doing anything I can. Every morning when school starts, she's always there, and I always make sure to say good morning to her literally every day. It's an everyday thing. When I'm bored in class or when I have a sub that hour, I always go to her to just sit in her office to talk. Sometimes we talk about her day or share a laugh or just say nonsense stuff that just makes no sense. I can truly say out of all the bonds that I've made with all the staff at Roseville High School. Her bond has been one of my favorites. I will deeply miss her out of everyone when I graduate. I love you and everything you do for me. You are one amazing and a beautiful person. Thank you for being you.
I would like to start by saying it is an honor to be a part of the Mock School Board Awards. This is something that I never thought I could attend. Along with that, there is someone very special that I would like to honor tonight. She is my teacher, my coach, and an amazing mentor. Spending my freshman year playing basketball with her has made me who I am now. She taught me confidence, she taught me discipline, she taught me to have hope, and she taught me to never give up. There are many mistakes I have made as a student athlete, and it is your mentorship that has helped me become who I am today. Your influence has led me to improve as a leader, as an athlete. Your influence has also helped me to learn to never look in the way of failure. If I was able to go back, I wouldn't change a thing that you have showed me. It has definitely made an impact on my life. So thank you, Coach Earl, for always being there, and I truly do appreciate you.
What's up? The person I'm honoring is Miss Pesic. What a shock. Honestly, I knew Miss Pesic for 2 years now. From finance and economics and all that, I did not care. I did not understand it, or maybe I just didn't want to understand it. And as Miss Pesic went on and on about her black cat and how she's so in love with Gordon Ramsay, I fell asleep in her class every single day. Then as I got older, I had to start paying bills. That hurt me. Now the gas is $4.50. That hurt me. So I had to start taking her seriously. Under all that, Miss Pesic still dealt with me. I caused her trouble. I then fell asleep and almost failed her class multiple times. I want to say thank you, Miss Pesic, for not giving up on me and teaching me how to manage and save my money to go on in this world. I really did not like Miss Pesic.
Oh my goodness.
I really did not like Miss Pesic, but I'm serious. Listen. Can I talk? Okay. I really did not like Miss Pesic. I really didn't. In the beginning of her class, I just thought, like, who is this teacher? But over the years, I realized she is helping me, and she's starting to grow on me. She taught me a lot that I need in my life and to grow as a person and as a man. Thank you, Miss Pesic, and I love you now.
Is it on? Oh, yes, it's on. There are no words that can describe how this amazing person has impacted my life in so many ways. Because of her mentorship and guidance, I have come to find a lot more value and meaning in myself. I would like to start off by saying thank you for everything you've done for me, whether it was needing to talk, begging you to change my schedule around, feeding me whenever I would come down to mess with you, and just always finding a way to put a smile on my face. My 4 years of high school has been nothing but amazing because of you. You encouraged me to follow my heart and achieve my goal that I set for myself with confidence and my head held high. Not only are you a great staff member and a friend, you are a wonderful individual as well. Your spirit brings so much joy and laughter, and that's one of the things I love the most about you. It has been a huge honor to get to know you over the years and have you as my counselor. I could go on and on about this beautiful woman because there are so many good things to say about her. You've always believed in me before I believed in myself, and I don't know how I could ever repay you for that. Thank you for always pushing me to do well in school and unfold the better version of myself. I love you, Miss O'Callaghan.
Give me my award. It should be my award.
Okay. With me here today is Mrs. DeWitt. I don't really know where to begin. For starters, she was.
You got the
You lied. Okay, for starters, she was there from the beginning. I have Mrs. DeWitt as a brick teacher. So she's been there along the way since I was a freshman. I can't even see. I went to her for a lot. We talked about pretty much everything. Spending time after student assembly and French club meetings, venting about stuff going on at home, or complaining about other classes. Whatever it was, she was always there to listen. Not only is she a friend, but she's also an amazing teacher. Okay, I've had her for almost every year, and she's always gone above and beyond. She genuinely cares for her students. She sacrifices so much time out of her day to help us. And make sure we completely understand all concepts. She explains things that should be but isn't obvious. She can explain something 32 times, and if we still don't understand, she'll try a 33rd time. You could just feel her main goal and focus is for her students to learn and succeed, and I truly appreciate that. The hard work you do for us absolutely does not go unnoticed. We need more teachers like you. Thank you for making my high school experience bearable.
Kevin Fang once said, "One smile can start a friendship, one word can end a fight, one look can save a relationship, one person can change your life." And I would say 1 year in Miss Anderson's class changed my whole point of view on how I'll view any future obstacles in my life. Miss Anderson was my junior year math teacher and the teacher I'm honoring tonight. I chose to honor Miss Anderson because of the light she shined on all her students during the pandemic. If someone were to ask me to describe my experience in Miss Anderson's class during the pandemic, I would say notes, help, and more notes. I would say those words because since I wasn't in the building, it was hard to grasp some of the information that was being discussed in the class. Sometimes in the class, I would write the problems down we did together and stare at them wondering how she got the answer. I will admit I was one of those students that never wanted to unmute my mic to ask a question, so I would privately Schoology message Miss Anderson to ask her if she could host an after-school meeting so I could ask questions, and she did. All the time. I was probably in a meeting after school once a week with Miss Anderson, and she was always willing to help. Talking to Miss Anderson during the meetings and getting help from her showed me how dedicated she was to helping all her students achieve their absolute best. The meetings would range from 1 to 5 students, and because of that, sometimes the meetings would probably be longer than she anticipated. But she never complained or shortened her meetings. Even days she had personal meetings, she would still try and host short help meetings just so her timid students like me could get the help they needed. This helped me build confidence to ask what I thought were stupid questions during class time, so I didn't take much of her time after school. I say this all to say that Miss Anderson is the true definition of an excellent teacher and human being. Her drive and dedication during the pandemic to help all her students and still have her camera on smiling while she may have been going through things at home is one of the many reasons why I'm honoring her tonight. To Ms. Anderson, thank you for your vibrant personality that shined through the computer screen every time I was in your meeting. Thank you for helping me when I had trouble. Thank you for your kind words and messages. Thank you for writing me a letter of recommendation last minute. And most importantly, thank you for being you. I hope you know any and every student that has passed ways with you has been impacted. You have taught me it's okay to ask stupid questions or need help. Being in your class was truly an honor, and I'll forever remember you at the high school. Thank you.
Mrs. Rogers is one of the most dedicated and caring teachers I know. We go all the way back to kindergarten. It's a throwback. She was the first teacher I'd ever had. Throughout the years, she has been there to support me. I know I can always pop in and say hi and for a quick chat and pick right back up where we left off the last time. Her attention to detail and caring attitude led me to discovering my love of learning early and growing as a person and student. I have experienced firsthand how she treats her students exactly how she would Nicholas and Timmy, her own children. And for that, I am grateful. We were talking out in the hall before the meeting, and she happened to remember my first day of kindergarten, and she said that I ran up to her and hugged her on the leg after the day was over. And if that isn't a testament to her hard work as a teacher, I don't know what is. Thank you for inspiring, listening, guiding, and shaping my future. Thank you for your hard work and supporting me as I have developed into the person I am today. And thank you for your legendary bear hugs.
All right. Hello, everyone. Okay, first I want to say that I am excited to be here. I have not stopped smiling. All you guys are very nice, you know. Everything you said is kind, and I appreciate that. But okay, my turn. So I would like to start off saying the person I would have to say impact me the most would definitely have to be the person that I brought here today, Ms. Denreiter, obviously. Ms. Denreiter has been there guiding me and showing me ways to look at life in different aspects. Not everything is pink and purple, but she has shown me the other colors of the rainbow, if you know what I mean. She has helped me in the toughest time grieving with my father's passing, and I am very thankful for that because she has shown me and reminded me how strong I am and how brave I am to accomplish some of the things that I have accomplished. She's always there whenever I need her, always kind-hearted, nice, and always knowing the right things to say. Sometimes, even if I catch her on a bad day or even then, she always finds a way to make room for me. That's another reason why she's so great. She has a lot of things going on constantly, all the time, because she is a counselor. She's not a teacher. She has like over 500 students, that come knocking on her door every time. But honestly, I don't know how she does it. But just in those little moments of time, she always makes room for me. And I appreciate that so much. She is so helpful. Plus, she has introduced me and helped bring me into a lot of opportunities. I have done leader groups with her and made a lot of friends and associates. I have helped a lot of underclassmen just based off of her seeing how I am and believing in me and guiding others. I have loved that she given me a peek of the future career that I want to pursue in, which is psychology. By making these groups and letting me be the leader, showing me the way to do things and taking her time with me, you have greatly impacted my life, and I will forever appreciate you. Thank you, Ms. Denreiter.
I wanted to start this out with saying thank you for being the teacher who has had who's had most of an impact over me. You've taught me I'm a really good artist and I just need to slow down so that it could be a lot better. You tell me what needs to be heard without sugarcoating it, and I really appreciate that. To me, that's what makes an incredible teacher. We get to joking around a lot. I look forward to coming into your class every day because you always have something new for me and I always have something new for you. Sorry. I try giving myself a pep talk not to cry. I look forward to coming in to your class every day because you always have something new for me and I always have something new for you. Artwork related or just how we're going to mess around with each other that day.
I especially appreciate it when you call my name out in class and tell the whole class that I have really good art and how they could come to me for advice about their art if need be. It really does make me feel like a special student. We haven't known each other for long, but ever since I've met you and been in your class, it's oh wait. Sorry.
She never has been talking in my class.
Okay, I found it. We haven't known each other for long, but ever since I met you and been in your class, what just happened? Where did it go? Okay, we haven't known each other for long, but ever since I met you and been in your class, it's something to look forward to. You gave me the nickname Senior at the beginning of the first semester, and it's just stuck with us. You really remind me to be a family member. I feel as if you're my grandpa because we just have that granddaughter and granddaughter relationship. We get irritated by each other a lot, but we always have that talk. We always have a talk a little after a little bit just to make sure there's no hard feelings. And there might be for a minute, but we always come around after a while. We're both very stubborn and we always want to get things done our way, which makes it both hard for us sometimes. Graduating is going to be quite hard because I know I won't have you for school anymore, but I'll make sure to email you, and if I have time, I might visit you. I might even show you my artwork sometimes. I'm so thankful that I've been able to have you for both semesters. I get to start off my day with 2 classes with you. You understand when I'm having my bad days and my good days, and I appreciate that. And I appreciate you for that. Because when I do have my bad days, you aren't yelling at me. You kind of just let me do whatever. You always talk to me daily, asking if you said something wrong, and you never did. I know you're always joking with me, and I appreciate that you treat me around the same daily, even if I'm feeling down or tired. You seem suitable to be my honorary staff member, because even though we haven't known each other for so long, I feel as if we both made a very positive impact on each other. So thank you again, Senior.
To start, I truly want to thank Ms. Coleus for everything. The effort she puts into teaching and encouraging her students does not go unnoticed. And she is definitely one teacher I will never forget. When I was first starting freshman year 4 years ago, I decided to join Student Assembly despite knowing so little about the school I was about to enter. I had no idea what to expect from this group and the teachers and students it involved. But this is where I first met Ms. Coleus, and ever since then she has made a great impact on me. As a freshman, I was scared to share my own ideas and get myself involved. Without having her as a teacher and a role model, I feel that I would still be stuck at that point. Even from the first few student assembly meetings, she made us get into groups that combined grades, meaning I had to get over my fears early on and learn that these were people with the same goals as me, not anyone to be afraid of. Now, I know it's because of her that I am confident and comfortable enough to be the leader and encourage the people who are scared like I used to be. Besides seeing her as a teacher just for student assembly, I've also had her for AP Gov junior year and leadership right now. Online classes were a tough time for everybody, but Ms. Coleus still taught me so much about government, even through a computer screen and a pretty uninvolved class. She encouraged discussions and for us to ask questions and never left us without an opportunity to add our own thoughts. In government, she taught us the importance of voting and also why so many people tend to feel discouraged. They're constantly told their one voice won't make a difference. But Ms. Coleus makes sure that we know our voice does matter, especially as young people. This is something that makes her stand out the most to me over other teachers, her dedication to forming the future. She lets us share our opinions and think about what we don't like and how we can fix it. She always encourages us to take action and not just wait for other people to accomplish the things we want to see done. Having her for leadership this year has really made such a difference for me and has made me realize why she is such a valuable person to learn from. This is such a special class to me because Ms. Coley has put so much effort into it, even though right now it's made up of less than 15 students. Many days, this class is what I look forward to the most, and I feel like I gain the most from it. She is such a passionate teacher, and I have learned so much from her, yet her classes don't feel like average teaching. She keeps us so engaged to the point where I can walk out of her class and think about the countless new things I learned, yet I never had to sit and get a lecture to learn them. She really is one of, if not the most outstanding teacher to me, and my time in high school wouldn't have been the same without her. I have gotten to know her better over these past 4 years, and I hope she knows that many parts of my growth have been influenced by her. Even though I've barely scratched the surface of good things to say about her, and I don't think she'll ever get enough credit for all the work she does, I want to thank Ms. Colliers. Thank you for always answering my questions. Thank you for being so understanding. Thank you for always listening to us, regardless the issue. Thank you for encouraging us to always go further. Thank you for teaching us to use our voice. Thank you for bringing out the best of me and all of your students. I'm so grateful to have had a teacher like you, and I hope any student who gets to experience your knowledge and encouragement in the future can see how lucky they are.
Before you leave, teachers, we had Ayanna Opaleski couldn't be with us today, so her honored staff member is Tom Gusweiler. Tom, if you can come up. Thanks, Tom.
So we all know Mr. Gusweiler. Let me start out by saying myself, superintendent, I know Mr. Gusweiler, and I've known him for years, and he's so dedicated to this community, and especially that high school. Calming force, he gives you the, you need to go to class, right? That look that just, knows that he cares about you without aggravating you. Because he really cares. Unfortunately, he's retiring. And so, but he has done so much for our district as a liaison officer and then as a security officer even. How many years, Mr. Gusweiler?
I've been with you 17 years, sir.
17 years. And he lives right down the street. And, it's just amazing what he does with kids. And that's from the top. I see it every day. And we're going to miss him. But we'll try to keep him around a little bit. He's going to enjoy retirement, and it's hard to pull him away. But we appreciate all that you do, Gus. And we'll make sure that the write-up from Ayanna, that it gets to you.
Thank you.
Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, folks, we'll have you take your seats. Thank you very much. At this time, if I could have the board members and the administrators at the top come and stand behind your representative student. And I guess based on what the teachers did wisely, the people in the bottom can stand off to the side, and then we'll introduce who we were with today. And they will introduce anyone they may have brought with them. This will be a little bit quicker than the students honoring the teachers. I just want to say I'm Dave Rice. I'm the assistant superintendent for curriculum and instruction. I was with Megan Gannon today, and Megan and I actually got to meet Megan last week for the first time when she came to the board meeting, and she was very outgoing, and I had a chance to meet her today in the group, and then we got to sit alone, and it was really nice to hear that Megan is going into teaching, and she's looking to be a social studies teacher, which is near and dear to my heart because I was a social studies teacher, so go social studies. And Megan, it was nice spending time with you today. Thanks. Oh, Megan, sorry. Did you bring anyone with you today? want to introduce them?
I brought my mom and my dad who are in the front row.
Oh, okay.
Whoever they want to introduce it, they brought it.
Okay. So my name's Gina Udo, and Eddie was my counterpart today. So we talked on the phone yesterday for a little bit and got to meet him in person today. And he was really great to hang out with, had good questions, and came and sat right with us, you know, even though we're the old, not fun people anymore. And then did you want to introduce the people that you came with?
My mom, Miss Teresa. Hi, I'm Matthew McCartney. Savannah did a great job today. I didn't get to spend much time with you, unfortunately. We exchanged a couple of nice emails, and I reminded Savannah that she's very well spoken and very articulate. And that's a great skill. You laugh, but you need to keep that up. So fantastic job. Did you come with anyone today?
Yeah, my sister and my mom are in the third row.
Hi, I'm Joseph DeFelice. I gave Corey a good pep talk before we came in here. I knew she'd do a good job, and she pulled it off. I think you did a great job, and I hope you had a lot of fun today. You did just fine. And also, I'd like to thank all the teachers and the parents, because you guys all make it happen. And now it's back to you to let us know who you came here with tonight.
Oh, I actually didn't. I didn't bring anybody. No one's here for me.
Oh, we're all here for you. Thank you.
I'm Mark Laskowski. I'm the superintendent. I got to spend some time with Sydney Green, and she's going into interior design and might even go be a Eagle at Eastern. No bias there, sorry. What was really nice today is having conversations with the students and seeing all these great future leaders in front of us. Sometimes, teenagers get a bad rap. I hear it all the time. And these kids and many others, I think they get a bad rap. And so I look forward to hearing all the success stories, where you end up, where you go. And it was a great day spending with you. And Sydney, you did a wonderful job today, by the way.
Who'd you come with today?
My mom's over there. She's recording. She's waving.
Well, I'm Teresa Janae. I'm president of the board. I was with Brooke Reyes, is that how you say her last name? All day. And they didn't believe us when we told them this morning, when you get to this part, you're going to cry, and we got plenty of Kleenex around. They didn't believe us. Nope, I didn't. You guys didn't. Nope, don't, because it's not pretty. No, it's not pretty. But we had a fun day. It was nice to have everybody back. We want to thank everybody that you recognized, all the students. I mean, you guys did an excellent job. We're in good hands for the future, I think. So everybody stops crying, but that's okay. But who did you bring with you tonight?
Daquan gave me a ride.
Oh, that's trouble. He's trouble down there. Yeah, you did a good job, honey. Thank you. Yep. Perfect.
Hi, I'm Kevin Swetnowski. Unfortunately, I was not able to make it at all today, which is a first. I try to get here at least in the morning time, but unfortunately, business called and had to work today. So some of us have to work. Had a brief conversation with Tyrell and shared, my thoughts with him. And this is probably one of our greatest nights. And what these students and our teachers and staff have gone through, the last couple of years, virtual, face-to-face, and dealing with everything that, they've had to deal with. You guys did a great job, and, great stories, and honoring your teachers. So thank you again for you as parents, trusting us with your kids and doing what you guys do. So thank you. What'd you bring today?
I brought my mom and my dad. She's raising her hair with the Michigan State on. Dad with the, got the Simpsons on. He think he a cool guy, but yeah. Okay.
Hello, I'm Michelle Williams Ward, and I was with Elise today, and it was a very good time. They had a lot of questions. I was very excited to speak to a lot of them, and they just had a lot of questions, and they were very interesting. Interesting. Yes. It was very good. This was my first time doing this. I really, really enjoyed it. I think we didn't do it last year, but we did it in 2020, and my daughter was in it. I was very excited. And I'm just gonna say they're back there, her and Ahmad. They both were doing this. They did this the first time I ever seen it. But this was so wonderful. I really enjoyed talking to you all. I tried to touch base with all of them just to see what they were doing, going to college. You know, most are going to college. A lot of people have a plan. I just like that they have a plan. So this was very nice. So Elise, did you bring anyone?
Yeah, I brought my dad, my little brother, and my mom.
All right.
Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Anderson, and I had the privilege of spending the day with Sierra here. And I was at all the events today, and it is a great group of people that we had today. And I got to talk with most of the board trustees here, and we were talking about anything from politics to their future to what they want to do, what they're hopefully planning to do.
To Ratatouille.
And Ratatouille. And I have to say, we're in good hands.
Today, I brought with me someone near and dear to my heart, Miss Sarek. She's in the audience right there. And I'm glad to also see a few people who are also near and dear to my heart, Miss Hodak, Miss Teresa.
Hi, I'm Assistant Superintendent Pete Hedmark. I was paired with Alina Granville, and she had great questions today. She wants to go into medicine. She's pursuing moving on to Oakland University, and we talked a little bit about I can't believe the number of activities she's been involved in at the high school. And I tried to twist her arm today to do track one more time because it's your last shot, and you can pay for pieces of a car later. So hopefully she runs track.
Unfortunately, nobody could be here from family except for Miss Hodak. Woo! Sorry, you can say it, Mom.
Hello, I'm Marietta Ashbaum. I'm the Executive Director of Business and Finance, and I got the privilege today to be with Anisha Ross, and it was really nice getting to know her today. Finding out that she's getting ready to wanting to go to college to be a business and management major, hopefully at Indiana. And maybe one day she'll work for us. Do you have anyone you want to introduce?
Yes, I brought my mom. She's in the third row.
Good evening. I'm Doug Denning. I'm the attorney for the school district. I had the opportunity to sit with DeQuan Williams at lunch today. He expressed a desire to become a lawyer. Oh my. So I tried to dissuade him from that for a little bit. But after hearing him tonight, I think he has to do his undergraduate work in theater. Because I think he has quite a presence. Good luck, DeQuan. Anybody you want to recognize?
My grandma wasn't able to make it, so my grandma for today is Miss Patsy. Shout out. And Coach Snowden, he's like a father figure. Shout out Coach Snowden. Gang.
Hi, Joe Smith, Director of Buildings and Grounds. I was with Diamond all day. I just want to say it was a great day. Thank you, teachers, students. I mean, it's a lot of courage to be up here. You all did an amazing job, and it was a really fun day, and bright future for Diamond here, so keep it going.
I will be honoring my mom, my auntie, and my uncle. They're in the third row.
You're going to come up and stand behind.
before we finish this up, we do want to recognize Mr. Watisha from the City Council came to us with lunch today, and he's here in the audience, so we appreciate you being here. Okay.
Good evening. I'm Teresa Tamala. I'm the Director of Special Education, and I was able to spend some time with Maria. We learned that we're both dancers. No, I'm just kidding. She's the dancer. I was never and will never be a dancer. We had an interesting experience today because we hired a new social worker, and so I was in the office talking to her, so Maria got to meet Miss Anderson. She is a former Roseville graduate, so that was kind of cool, and she learned probably more about special ed in the 15, 20 minutes than she probably ever wanted to know. So thank you very much for spending time with me. Who did you bring with you today?
My mom, my brother, and my sister are right here, and then my aunt is hiding over there.
Hi, my name is Scott Sikorsky. I'm the supervisor of transportation and maintenance. I had the pleasure of being with Abigail all day today. We pranked some bus drivers on the radio, so that's always cool. No, she's got a bright future. She's heading to Macomb. Isn't that right, Abigail?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the first 2 years, so that's great. She's got a really bright future, and it was a pleasure being with you today.
I brought my mom and dad in the 5th row, and then my grandpa. I don't know where he went. Where did Randolph go? I lost him.
Wheel of Fortune just ended.
Wait, my parents are in the 5th row next to Mr. Guz.
Good evening, Nicole Provo, Coordinator of State and Federal Programs. I had the opportunity to spend some time with Latavia, which was fantastic, and I told her all of the boring work that I do, but she gave me some kudos and said, "You're really a big deal in this district." Also, what I learned about her is she's going to go into helping profession, and I think she's going to make a really great impact with our kids if she chooses to go into that realm, and I'm excited to continue our relationship.
Unfortunately, my auntie wasn't able to make it, but I have Miss Denrider, you know.
I'm a fill-in for Mr. Antoine, who could not be here this evening, so I'm going to talk a little bit about Jacqueline. Of course, I had the honor to attend her Salute to Excellence, and they were reading off her bio. Oh my goodness. It's amazing what she has done, and her future is so bright. And is it criminal enforcement? What is it called? Criminal justice. Criminal justice. Kind of scary. But also, a funny story today. So Mr. Smith is walking around with all the kids to all the different places in the building to know where they're at. So, the train of kids come all the way into my office, right? And so they come into my office and they're sitting there. And when they walk into my office, they'll see this wall. And this wall has a bunch of canvas pictures up, right? Right? So they were all amazed, but they had some critiques. I'm like, geez, trying to be nice. So this wall reminds me of every day of what I do, is those kids that are up on that wall. And so it happens that Jacqueline was on the wall. So it's a softball picture, right? And so because Mr. Antoine's not here today, I feel bad for you. So I'm going to give you that picture. Here it is right here. Oh, sorry. We good? All right. And so, on the back of the picture, I thought I'd write a little note, and it says, "Jacqueline, congratulations on your graduation." You better finish. It's early. Also, thanks for being a part of my inspiration wall, and I signed it for her, so. You're welcome. Who'd you bring with you?
My mom and my dad and my sister in the back over there.
Yes, he did. I am Joe Janae. I'm the Marketing and Communications Facilitator. I'm sorry I don't have anything for you. I didn't have any pictures, sorry. My counterpart today was... What? I need another picture now. I know, so I got you. My counterpart today was Danae Fordham. She's a wonderful young lady, had a lot of great questions, took a lot of interest in taking pictures. I think she might be after my job. But no, she was really great to hang out with. What's your school choices, Michigan State or Louisiana State? And you're going to be an RN, right? I'm going to hold you to that. She's got a great future, and it was really nice spending time with her today. All you kids, really great.
It's only right to say they saved the best for last, since our last. I came here with my mom, little sister, and my grandma. They're sitting right there.
You need anything else?
If we could just have another round of applause for our teachers and our staff and our students today. Our students were excellent. And before we go, what's the matter? Yes. We had Emily Colias worked on this script for us today, and I know Mr. Marzak helped a little bit, he said. You did most of it, and we want to thank you for doing that. Thank you, Emily.
I'm her favorite student.
What? I don't know what you said.
Sally.
Sally, you helped us at lunch and got all this stuff ready for us. We appreciate that. Kids, we want you to take your name tags home. Don't forget to take your name plaques home. You can put them on your doors, whatever you want to do with them. I know, I'm not done yet. I know. Oh, no, Mr. Blaskowski, you want to stand still and behave yourself a minute? Mr. Blaskowski's got a birthday tomorrow, so if we could all sing happy birthday to Mr. Blaskowski now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Blaskowski. Happy birthday to you.
A good 25 years old. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Okay, on that note, we're going to ask the president to end our meeting. So you have to do this, but you did a good job. You're up.
Okay. I need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make that motion.
I need a second motion to adjourn.
I second the motion to adjourn the meeting.
All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Good night.